How do you threaten somebody with 75K? I would love for feel free to threaten me with 75K. Cause every time I get threatened, it's physical violence. Oh, you shouldn't have slept with her if you didn't want to have a baby. Shut the hell up, bro. Shut up. That is never, ever, 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 ever gonna be a meal ticket. And I'm not defending Tristan Thompson. I just don't think he's a big enough deal to where you should feel like having a baby by him is going to make you a millionaire. Like, go let 50 nothing you if that's the case. And when you're sitting in somebody else's car, complaining about how you don't have anything because he's a deadbeat and he's somewhere out with a Kardashian boning on the beach, like, whose fault is that going to be? Who are you going to blame? Moral of the story. Stop thinking having babies with these NBA players is going to set you up for life because it's really just going to make you look goofy in it.
I hit it raw, because I'm from the raw. Take her to the beach and rub on the cheeks. She like how I talk. Put her on a leash because she got a peach.
Okay, I'm going to just start off with this threat that Tristan Thompson wavered to this lady. Threat. You know how I feel. My feelings haven't changed at all. Won't be involved at all. By the way, if you think having a baby is going to make you some money, it's completely wrong. You are aware that I'm retiring after this season, so in terms of support, it'll be whatever is required monthly for someone who is unemployed. It's Texas, so it'll be only a couple $100s. So you better off taking this $75K I'm offering because you won't get nothing near that with having a kid with a father who's unemployed. All you will have is a baby with a father who has zero involvement with the child and a few $100s of child support a month. Why are we calling that a threat? This man is literally just explaining to her the circumstances. And let me start from the beginning. So I seen the story shortly after I made my video about Brittany Renner, where she's sitting in a car crying about not having any money while also at the same time having a baby father who's in the NBA and has way more earning potential than Tristan Thompson. And I just, it blew mine. I left a comment. I was like, okay, but he made legitimate points. She's going to start a family with somebody who doesn't want a family, and y'all going to look at him crazy when she's struggling. Like, he didn't very clearly explain to her the situation. Somebody responds to me. If he knew he doesn't want a family, he should have gotten a vasectomy. Like, he didn't want a family with her. Whatever. If he knew he didn't want a family, he should have gotten a vasectomy or never slept with this woman at all. He has more to lose. He should have chose better, but he chose to be a dummy. And niggas like you support this behavior instead of condemn it. You guys are pathetic out here. Is it the guys that are pathetic out here, really? Because it's like I'm sitting here and I'm looking at all these women who are out here very blatantly saying, Brittany, you look stupid after having this baby, doing all of these antics, and then now you're living with your mom and you don't have a car and you're crying about it on Instagram, which I think is cap. This woman's not broke like how she's making it seem. But either way, who is pathetic here? Who has more to lose here? Like, what is actually wrong with shorties nowadays? What makes you think? Why would you make a baby with somebody who does not want to have a baby with you? Is it because you can? Like, that's all it takes is because you can. Oh, well, he should have got a vasectomy. If I don't want to have a baby with every single woman I sleep with, I'm supposed to have a vasectomy. We're supposed to pretend like we don't understand why people have sex. Because clearly it's only for reproduction, right? Because she wanted a baby too with this man who's pathetic, just like me, apparently. I'm not triggered by being called pathetic. I'm triggered by the concept of like a lack of logic in your thinking. Because I am pathetic. I don't care. What I'm saying is Tristan Thompson literally he explained so properly to this woman. I'm going to give you $75K because that's the best chance you got. And the narrative now is that Tristan Thompson threatened her. How do you threaten somebody with $75K? I would love for feel free to threaten me with $75K. Because every time I get threatened, it's physical violence. Tristan Thompson could have said, yo, for half $75K, I could pay somebody to make you disappear. That he really could have just said that instead, but no, that's not what he said. He said, I'm going to pay you this money to get rid of this baby. And now everybody's acting like he's this bad guy because he had sex with a woman. And I, for the life of me, just don't understand where this logic comes from. I need a woman out here who legitimately had a baby with an NBA player who didn't want to have a baby with her after a one night stand that turned out to make a decent living off of that. Didn't have to go work anymore to write a tell-all book. Cause like I, for the life of me, don't know what is convincing these women. I don't know what's convincing these women that that's even a possibility. Like, bro, what makes you want to bring a child into this world with somebody who doesn't want to have a child with you? Just cause y'all had sex? Like that is utterly ridiculous. And it's so many shorties that be out here championing that. And it's like, bro, you're going to lose every single time. Now, having a child in a family, that should require mutual effort from both people. However, having a baby and not starting a family is 100% more damaging to the woman, to the man. Like, I guarantee you, no matter how much money this woman gets in child support, Tristan Thompson's still going to be rich. What team does he even play for? Why is he who you want to trap? Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. I genuinely don't understand what on God's green earth is possessing these women to be out here having whole children. Like, there's an entire child that's about to be born. And this man is saying he doesn't want to have a child with you. You shouldn't even want to have a baby with him at that point. But no, you do. Why? Why is it? Is it because you can't have a baby if you want the baby and you don't want him? I'm sure you can find a better candidate than somebody who's going to literally come out and tell you, I'm not about to be a father. And the thing is, you would think that would be good enough for most shorties to be like, I don't want to have a baby with this asshole. I don't want to have a baby with him. He is pathetic. But no, I want to have a baby with him, and then maybe it's going to pay for something. Like, where's the logic at? I genuinely don't understand it. So apparently this woman's like a personal trainer or whatever. Tristan Thompson took a ride with her somewhere in her car, and then afterwards he beat the cheeks down. Cause that's what happens when you're young, healthy, and attractive. Like, that's just how things work. People have sex. I don't feel like I need to explain that. What I feel like I need to explain is that is never, ever, 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 ever gonna be a meal ticket. That's never going to result in a meal ticket. At the best case scenario, the baby will be taken care of. But for you to think that this man had to do everything he had to do to get in the NBA to make the type of money he makes, and you can siphon that money just by having sex with him and keeping it, is like, bro, you are setting yourself up. But more importantly, you're setting up the child. And I, for the life of me, don't understand, why do y'all keep supporting this? Where's the logic in that? I'm not upset. I know I sound upset. It's because all my other videos, I start off mad, like calm and shit, like how I'm talking now. And then I rewatch the videos and I'm like, bro, you need to add some personality. You need to be more boisterous in the way you speak. So I tried to, jump into this one, but genuinely speaking, why? That's what I want to know. I want to know, why do you even want to have a baby with Tristan Thompson? I know you don't watch his games. Like, you're not a fan. You're just aware that he plays in the NBA and you know that they get paid handsomely. So you had sex with him, and then when you got pregnant, decided to keep it. And this man literally told you, I am not about to raise this baby with you. And in your mind, that doesn't even translate to all of the hardships of being a mother. Like, literally, it's so disrespectful to actual mothers when y'all do this stuff. Cause it's like, bro, what makes you think you should bring a baby into the world with somebody like that, and that is going to be beneficial for you? And all the criticism is falling on to Tristan Thompson. Oh, you shouldn't have slept with her if you didn't want to have a baby. Shut the hell up, bro. Shut up. Cause I know for a fact the large majority of people have sex with, they don't make a baby with them. If we didn't lay down with intent to make a baby, there should be no, oh, you should have thought about that before. Like, no. We are two grown consenting adults that wanted to get our rocks off. And somehow you and your brain thinks that means a whole human being should be brought into the world. Like, and just somewhere down the line, after we see it happen over and over and over and over again, after we see these shorties crying over and over and over again about the same exact situation, you would think that they'd be like, you know what? Let me just have a baby with somebody who wants to have a baby with me. I know, groundbreaking, right? Like, let me just go get pregnant by somebody who wants to tolerate me. Why is that not common sense to you people? And the thing is, guys are always going to look at this and seem pathetic, because in our minds, the idea that we're going to have sex with somebody and the result of that sex is us being taken care of for the rest of our lives is just, it's irrational. Imagine me having sex with a woman and thinking to myself, oh, well, because I had sex with this woman, I should never have to cook or clean again in my life. Like, that's ridiculous. That's utterly ridiculous. And if I do that, then I look stupid at the end of it. But the problem is, y'all continue, like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm finna read the comment section under this post. I'm on the Shaderoom, by the way, right now. I'm going to read the comment section of this post, and then I'm going to go to Brittany Renner's post, and I'm going to read the comment section of that. Damn, the little cringe face emojis. Who raised these men? Not the $75K in the thread, case closed. And Chloe gonna stick beside him, which, duh. Like, you knew this man had a whole ass famous girlfriend who stays with him through other cheating scenarios. So what made you think that he was about to do anything other than just nutting you and going about his life? Like, do you not want help raising this child? Cause that's what it seems like every time I see this. Is like, y'all feel like having a father is expendable, and y'all don't understand why y'all keep raising these. Who raised these men is a funny thought. Y'all do. Jesus. So he ain't shit. Like, we didn't already know. How did we already know that and she didn't? Yet she let him nut in her and kept it. Like, that is Texas. AG's office does not play with the child support. He's going to be in for a rude awakening. Third trimester Thompson. That's actually fucking hilarious. Let me like that comment. Child, a whole mess. LMAO, where's Lammy at? You're done. He's a walking red flag and y'all be thinking it's pink. This dude is more popular getting involved in some mess than being a basketball player. Exactly. Y'all, it's like y'all will just scrape to the bottom of the barrel for anybody. And I'm not defending Tristan Thompson. I just don't think he's a big enough deal to where you should feel like having a baby by him is going to make you a millionaire. Like, go let 50 nut in you if that's the case. Now let's read the comment section under Brittany Renner's, aftermath. Like, I look at this as a before and after type situation. I'm on the exact same page, which I assume has the same followers. Let's see what their reaction to Brittany was. Bye, Felicia. Anyways, ... girl, ... blah, 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 blah. It's the audacity for me. Ain't she out here playing cougar? Cut it out. I'm sorry, but we knew this already. Question is, why don't you? LMAO, girl, goodbye. How you got the bag and still fumbled it? Gotta write a book about this one. Bye. You're the last person we would want to hear this from. Hi, you played yourself. Should I keep going? This is the same exact page that was just sitting there criticizing Tristan Thompson for explaining what y'all are trying to explain to Brittany too late. If anything, you should at least see the irony in that. Like, it is so baffling to me that y'all, and I said in my Britney video, I wanted to come defense of her and say that it was social media's fault, but it's like, no, you should know better at this point, because we know better. Even the people who are sitting here criticizing Tristan know that you are dumb for that. And when you're sitting in somebody else's car, complaining about how you don't have anything because he's a deadbeat and he's somewhere out with a Kardashian boning on the beach, like, whose fault is that going to be? Who are you going to blame? Like, I genuinely don't understand it. So do I need to talk about Tristan? Oh, you need to stop nutting in these women you don't have babies with? Bro, I can't tell you how to spend your money. But it bothers me because it's like you have the option to bring an entire child into this world. Like, that's the thing. When you have sex with a woman, all of the choice in making a baby, it leaves you with the nut. Like, as soon as the nut comes out, that is all your decision making in having this child, and the rest of it is up to her. Even though prior to the nut coming out, y'all both had equal ground. And that's if you don't consider the fact that, like, y'all have the discretion in who y'all want to be with more. But that's like social dynamics, which probably aren't in play when we're talking about an NBA player or a rich person. But, like, I'm not just talking about Tristan Thompson here. I am talking about an entire culture of women who will be out here and see that you get pregnant by an NBA player and sit here and try to convince you that you've made it now, that you got something that is worth having now. And the reality of the situation is those exact same people are going to be calling you stupid as hell when you expect to have gotten something out of it. Like, why? I just want to know what possesses a grown human being adult to be like, I want to have a baby with this person who is telling me. Like, it's one thing if he was going to be like, all right, I'll raise the child, and then the child's born and now he's lied to you about it. But, like, no, he kept it a whole stack with you. I'm not about to raise this baby with you. And he offered you $75K, and this is allegedly, and your only reaction is that's a threat? What is the threat there? There's a difference between a threat and a promise. And I know a threat is kind of a form of a promise, but, like, at the end of the day, a threat has to have some sort of, like, vindictive connotations associated with it to where it's like, I'm going to do, like, you feel me? Let's just Google the definition of a threat. type fast as hell. A statement of an intention to inflict pain, injury, damage, or other hostile action on someone in retribution for something they done or not done. You can see how that can also be a promise, but like at the same time, what are we really talking about here? What are we having a conversation about? This man's, it's like if my mom tells me, if you touch the stove, it's gonna burn you because I just turned it on. And I'm like, why are you threatening me? No, I'm informing you that you are making a poor decision. And it's like, it's really the dichotomy and the reactions that's really killing me, to be 100% honest with you. Because it's like, how on God's green earth do y'all sit here and watch these women after women after women self-destruct? And it's usually the members of the community that's supposed to be the most for women that are sitting there championing them. Like, where is the logic here? We literally watch it happen over and over and over again. It is never a good idea to have a baby with somebody who doesn't want to have a baby with you. If that's the case, if you don't agree with that, then don't have sex with people you don't want to have babies with. However, I can't tell you not to have sex with people you don't want to have babies with, because that would be stupid for me to tell you that. There's other benefits to sex that two consenting adults can both agree on. So obviously the whole idea that sex just needs to stop happening, that's not going to happen. Having babies though with people who don't want to have babies with you, that is crazy. And if you're so strongly against getting rid of a baby, then you should probably consider not having raw sex with people you don't want to have babies with. On the other hand, if I don't mind paying $75K to get somebody to have an abortion, and then also knowing that I'm probably not even going to have to pay more than, how much do y'all think is going to cost him in total? Let's say she get a meal out of him. He's straight. She's not, bro. Over the course of 18 years? That's just a regular person's lifestyle. Like, what are you expecting out of this? Why is my shit? So, moral of the story. Stop thinking having babies with these NBA players is going to set you up for life, because it's really just going to make you look goofy in the end.
Yeah, she calling and blowing my phone up. I'm fucking her homegirl. She know I ain't shit. Bitch, it is what it is. That bitch tried to warn you, but she didn't listen. She wanted...
I never really realized how many motherfucking posts these people make. Like, whoever's responsible for, like, creating content for the Shaderoom, y'all really be on y'all motherfucking shit. I can't even lie to you, because it's a lot.